This will be Samsung Galaxy 2, and what we'll be doing with this now to show you actually what it looks like. Now what I'm doing now, which you cannot see, is to start it. And I'm going to put a pin in, and I don't want to show that to anyone because that's a private matter just for this device and myself. So once I do that, then I can turn it on to show you how it's working. So the screen is showing up, and then now I put the correct pin in, and it says the tablet is starting. Then you will see the tablet starting right there. And then once it's started, you will be able to see your screen, and it says loading. In other words, it's taking a moment to put everything on here that's supposed to be on here. So that's what's happening now. And then once it's all loaded, it will show you some of the devices I have on it. And also on the top, it still says loading. Now you hear a little sound on there, that's probably telling me something. And it also gives you the time and the date, 12:46, Sunday, July 20th. And then it still says loading. So I'm going to keep the screen on while it's loading. Otherwise, it would be all done loading. Loading means that it's putting all the data on here that you want on here. And I've used 91% of the battery storage already. And as you can see, if I do this, you can see some of those things that I have in here that I can use. So if you go through that, see all those devices I have on that I can use. So some of them will do music, some will do videos, and so on. Now it's all loaded. And also, if you go sideways with the screen, hold on, wait a minute, sideways with your screen, you can also see some things that I have added on there to use. Now you can see that. For example, I've added the Book of Psalms, I've added Newsmax, and I've added Morals and Dogma by Albert Pike. Now if you go the other way, I'll show you everything else I have. Also, it has Google search right on top. You can do it by asking a question, or you can do it by typing in what you want to search. And let's give you an example. For example, let's say we go down here, we want weather. So I have to turn the screen over, and it will show you what the weather is. That's an example of weather. Then anything you want to get rid of, you just turn it backwards. There's a slight thing on the very bottom. Press key to exit. On the very left, there's a little key that will allow you to exit anything you're in, so you can get out of it, for example. Now let's also go to Gallery. And that will show you all the pictures I've taken with the camera so far. And let's just take one and show you what it looks like. Now there's a picture of somebody in my family. And here is a picture of someone doing some artwork, as you can see. And all of these are just gallery, and you can take as many pictures as you want. Also, you can go to Google Play, for example, and it will show you some things that you might be able to use. Google Play will show you some things you can use and choose. So it does a very fine job that way. And it has so many apps on it that this is extremely useful. In fact, I have put some movies on here that we were watching on TV, and it will play the same ones on here. But what's superior about this is the sound is much better than the TV, and you can make that sound go as high and low as you want, as often as you want. So this is a wonderful device, and this is a short idea of how well it works.